Hi, everybody. Don't forget that Monday and Tuesday next week are late start days, so be on time and be on campus by 9:15 in the morning. The cafeteria will be open late for breakfast, so make sure you get fed. We don't have break those days. Monday, though, is a 135 block day following those senior interviews, and Tuesday we'll have a 246 block day. So we're very excited about everything coming up next week. Aren't you excited?
I have it on Monday, 8:15.
All right. You already know. That's awesome. We're going to talk about that later on in the broadcast. Live from the new media studio here at beautiful Valley High School. This is Falcon Flash. No, later on. Good morning, students and staff. Today is Friday, May 17th. Today we have another profile in honor of Asia Pacific American Heritage Month. I.M. Pei began his long career designing buildings for a New York real estate developer and ended it as one of the most revered architects in the world. Best known for designing the East Building of the National Gallery of Art in Washington and the glass pyramid at the entrance to the Louvre in Paris, Mr. Pei was one of the few architects who were equally attractive to real estate developers, corporate chieftains, and art museum boards. And all of his work, from his commercial skyscrapers to his art museums, represented a careful balance of the cutting edge and the conservative. Mr. Pei remained a committed modernist, and while none of his buildings could ever be called old-fashioned or traditional, his particular brand of modernism, clean, reserved, sharp-edged, and unapologetic in its use of simple geometries and its aspirations to monumentality, sometimes seemed to be a throwback, at least when compared to the latest architectural trends. Mr. Pei never played down his connections to China. His children were all given Chinese names, and when he won the Fixture Prize in 1983, widely viewed as the highest honor to a living architect can receive, he used the $100,000 award to establish a scholarship fund for Chinese architecture students. Mr. Pei passed away yesterday at the age of 102. Let's take a look at a video tribute to this legendary architect.
The architect behind the iconic Louvre pyramid, I.M. Pei, has died at the age of 102. That's according to a report in the New York Times Thursday. Yo-Ming Pei was one of 20th century's best known and most prolific architects, designing museums, municipal buildings, hotels, and schools around the world. Born in China, he moved to the U.S. at 18 years old, studying architecture at MIT and Harvard before starting his own firm in 1955. Pei liked to work with stone, glass, and steel, with a focus on precision geometry and a reverence for light. His Bank of China Tower in Hong Kong is considered one of the city's most iconic skyscrapers. When the 72-story building was finished in 1989, it was the tallest in Asia. He tackled his toughest project in the early 90s, a renovation of the Louvre Museum in Paris. He created a 70-foot-tall glass pyramid as a grand entrance for the museum, with 3 smaller pyramids nearby. But he took a lot of heat from the outset. First of all, because he wasn't French. Critics also blasted his design, saying it clashed with the historic buildings behind it. A French newspaper called it a, quote, annex to Disneyland, while an environmental group said the pyramids belonged in a desert. But the Louvre wasn't Pei's last pyramid. It popped up again a couple years later, here at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio. Pei continued designing into his 80s, including a project considered one of his masterpieces, the Museum of Islamic Art in Doha. He won the Pritzker Architecture Prize in 1983 and used the $100,000 award to start a program for aspiring Chinese architects to study in the United States.
And here is Salas with today's Falcon Flash.
Thank you, Mr. Rosema. Good morning, Falcons. Here's today's Falcon Flash. Tuesday night, the newcomer Academy students presented their project-based learning projects before parents, teachers, and administrators of Valley's High School Library. Students from Mr. Avila's and Mr. Bartolia's classes took on investigating topics ranging from graduation requirements to immigrant rights issues and career opportunities. Students did an outstanding job presenting the information they learned about the resources Valley High School offers in response to the big question: how can students become a successful student at Valley High School and beyond? They made their teachers, administrators, and parents proud. In addition to the parents, Mr. Avila and Mr. Bartolio, Ms. Morales, Ms. Tran, Mr. Walsh, and Dr. Galicia were presented to support the students. We will hear more about these students later in today's broadcast. 12 Falcons braved the rain yesterday to visit UC San Diego, learning about their campus, majors, and what college kids do for fun. We have Linker today here in the studio for the counseling department, are teaming up to provide our freshmen with a social and of the year assembly today during fourth period.
No. Go to slide. Keep reading. Nothing for
Students will get call slips in fourth period to excuse them to the assembly. Teachers, if you have all freshmen in fourth period, please escort your students to the auditorium right after taking roll. And if you are scheduled to return books to the library today, we will be rescheduling this task later to a later date. And that's not all Link Crew has planned. Let's go to camera 2 or widescreen for Carolyn and Jesus that have a special invitation to our freshmen.
Hey, Link Crew. Wait, my bad. Hi, freshmen. Do you guys want to come to our new pool party that's coming up this summer? No, before the summer ends? Before the school year ends. Come join us for lots of fun, get some wet, and have some food.
You already know it's going to get down May 28th at 12:50. Be there. $5. Buy it from any Linku member in room 108. If you're a freshman, you want to be at the hottest event of the year.
Thank you.
Thank you, Link Crew. Any boys and girls who are interested in joining next year's cross-country team, there is a mandatory meeting next Tuesday, May 21st in room 4-4 during lunch. Please be on time. Pizza will be provided for you. Now here's Ms. Sel for more.
Good morning, seniors. Our senior interviews are on Monday and Tuesday next week. But before we get, our final, we get to testing. We have senior interviews. Sorry. I was like, that's not my dialogue. That's okay.
Sorry, seniors. We get a testing. We have senior interviews where we get to share our accomplishments, plans for the future, and how Valley has made us better people in general. Here are now some tips for preparing for the interview. And here's Ms. Sel for that.
Okay, now it's my turn. So good morning, Falcons. Next week are our senior interviews. So today I have a couple of videos with pointers on how to dress for the occasion.
Hi, I'm Marat from Emotion. I've been working in human resources for fashion companies for years, and today I would like to show you a few looks that you could easily put together for a job interview. There are many aspects of the job interview which are very important. However, the way you dress is one of the key elements in the final decision for a vast majority of companies. First impressions mean the world. It only takes a few seconds for a complete stranger to formulate an opinion of you, positive or negative, based solely on your appearance. There are a few hard and fast rules. There is no room for experimentation in your interview wardrobe. Unless you know the company very well and you are sure about the final outcome of the interview. Here are the top 3 interview looks for men, depending on the company culture and the dress code within the organization. Suiting up for a formal interview is always a safe option. A solid navy, blue, or dark gray suit would be a great idea with a matching tie, skinny or regular. A wide range of companies would require a business casual look. This would include a nicely ironed shirt, slim fit trousers, denim or chino pants, a sweater and or cardigan. A blazer would be optional. The same goes for a tie. Many companies today would not identify themselves with a formal look. Those include startups, tech companies, etc. You could wear jeans and a shirt, in some occasions even a t-shirt and a shirt combination. Remember to groom yourself nicely, even if you are not dressing up. Thank you very much for watching and good luck with your interview. For more ideas,
Hi guys, so summer's right around the corner. That means time to get a job and make some money for the rest of the year. So I know for my first job at TGI Fridays, I was a little worried. I had no idea what to wear. I wore like a strapless maxi dress, which I probably shouldn't have worn, but my cousin's uncle was manager, so it was okay. So I wanted to share some outfits for you for teens or early 20s when you're not out getting like a career. You're out, maybe it's a restaurant, maybe it's a retail store, something like that. But you want to look cute, yet you want to look professional, but you don't want to be wearing like a suit pretty much because you'll be just a tad bit overdressed. I was like digging through my closet, and these are things that you could put together. I do not have super like dressy interview style clothes, but you can make it work. So this video is a collab, and I am so excited. We have been planning this for a long time, and it is with Sharon, and she is an awesome makeup artist. If you love makeup tutorials, you gotta go subscribe to her video, and she'll be doing a makeup look that's perfect for interviews too. So with my fashion and her makeup look, you got everything you need to be successful at your interview look-wise. So let's jump in and look at some looks I put together for you guys. So I will see you guys next time. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
These are suggestions, seniors, for what to wear. You don't necessarily need to go out and buy something new. Work with what you have. The most important thing is that you arrive well-groomed, prepared, and confident. And that's it for today's Falcon Flash.